All right, so now that I got that out the way, I want to get back on some basketball stuff. I saw that Kyle Kuzma was cut from the USA basketball team based on an injury that he had, an ankle injury. Um, as a Laker fan, I'm very happy to hear that. Not for him, of course. For him, I wanted him to be able to have the experience, maybe possibly get a chance to win some gold. Even though this isn't the big boy Olympics, I would like to see him get some outside of NBA success, just for his confidence. And I think being coached by Popovich, being surrounded by high level young talent, could do nothing but make him better. And I love what I heard about him in regards to his teammates saying he's getting better defensively. His shot is looking great. He's in a good space. So as a fan, I think he got almost enough of that experience for me to be satisfied. But I would have liked to see him do well with the team, and I think they would have been better with him. And I think everybody in the team agrees. He wasn't cut because he was lacking anything. He just got hurt. And let's just be honest. He's on a high profile basketball team. Okay, um, if you look around the USA team this year, you're not going to see a whole lot of contenders in that thing. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell's on a Utah team that we think can do some damage. The Boston Celtics have like 4 players on there, um, and there's some other players on this team that are doing well, but nobody that's on a high profile. Clippers, Lakers, you know, Philly. You're not going to see none of those guys, and there's a reason for that. So De'Aaron Fox pulled out of the USA basketball team not too long ago. Everybody thinks that the NBA championship is up for grabs, and people who we don't believe should feel they're in the mix still have high hopes for their season in terms of, well, we may not be shooting for the championship, but it is parity. Hell, we might be able to make the playoffs. A team like Sacramento should have every reason to be confident in themselves, even if the rest of the world doesn't. They could look around the West and say, hey, I don't see why we can't. Not this year. Ain't no Golden State in our way. Why can't we overachieve? Why can't we make the playoffs so a guy like De'Aaron Fox gets the heck up out of there? I don't have no problem with that. I really don't have a problem with that. Um, and I think, and this is something that a lot of people haven't really touched on, but I'm just going to throw it. There's an elephant in the room. This isn't popular. You ain't going to like this. But representing our country as black people doesn't feel the same way as it used to. I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm just saying this as a black man. It don't feel the same way. It just doesn't, and I think that can reverse over time. I think it speaks to the era that we're in, but I think some of that has to do with the social issues that are taking place in this world, in this country. That guys are just not as enthused about representing it, and it just is what it is. But yeah, back to the sports aspect of it. Kyle Kuzma, I'm looking forward to what he's going to do this year, but I have my expectations a bit tempered based on his role as maybe the 4th option offensively. I'm not sure who's going to get more shots up between him and Danny Green, but definitely obviously AD and LeBron first and second. But and yes, I said AD first. I think AD should be our first option above LeBron James. And the reason being is because LeBron James taking a back seat due to his age. Anthony Davis is a top 3 player in the league, so we're not just bringing in a star, we're bringing in an elite, life-changing, pantheon, great caliber star, and we only have him for 1 year. So that tells me he should be getting more touches than anybody. And if I had to choose between the two, you know who I'm picking. And I love you, LeBron, you know what I mean? You're LeBron James. But brother, you're only 4 months younger than me. So I'm definitely going with the younger guy. That's just, I think all humans would agree with that. Even if you think LeBron James actually a better player, which most do, I'm not a fool. But at this stage in the game, if I got to keep one, I'm keeping Anthony based on youth alone. But all in all, I'm looking very much forward to what the Lakers have going on. Kyle Kuzma, back to him. I feel like I liked him with a young team. Okay, let me just say this. I liked Kyle Kuzma with Lonzo Ball above all else. I think he and Lonzo Ball were born to play on the same team with one another. I feel like their synergy was instantaneous from jump. And I felt like Kyle Kuzma, as good as he wasn't nearly as good as he was when Lonzo Ball was on the floor, and vice versa. Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball gets at least 5-6 assists off Kyle Kuzma alone going forward if they play together. Just off of him, he's going to get about 6 assists because that's the kind of synergy that they had. I'm talking really, really special stuff. And breaking them up was necessary. But I do think that we see a lesser version of Kyle Kuzma without that aspect of him getting set up by a guy like Lonzo Ball, a young player. I think LeBron James, though, he's going to be focused on Kyle Kuzma. And I know LeBron James is an amazing passer and all this good stuff, and he does play well with Kyle Kuzma. This may sound like blasphemy to some, so I'll take that. If this is an L for me, I'll take it. But I like Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma tandem together better than I like LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma. I really do. I really do. I think that Lonzo Ball had a synergy with Kyle that you couldn't simulate, that you couldn't manifest. They just had it. It was just a thing. They were on the same accord from jump, from the first time they played with one another. And LeBron James, to me, it seems like because he's so big, even though he's an amazing passer, he tends to turn the ball over a lot. Sometimes he tries to force feed players. Sometimes the passes that he makes are a little bit unorthodox because he sees things that others don't see. Now, Kyle Kuzma is a fantastic recipient of that. He has amazing hands in that regard. He has amazing finishing ability. So he's going to get his numbers. He's going to score. He was born to score. And going forward, I think he's going to be an elite caliber scorer if he develops properly. But as far as what I saw, just what my eyes told me, Lonzo Ball read Kyle Kuzma better than anybody I've seen play with Kyle Kuzma, including LeBron James. That's just what my eyes told me. He just read the guy better. He got him the ball quicker. He got him in places he liked to score from, and they had synergy. And it was because of injuries that we didn't see more of them on the floor together. And, of course, I can't be remiss without mentioning that Luke Walton's rotations did affect them being on the floor a lot as well. So, yeah, that's just a what-if type of thing. As we see them both develop going forward, I'm hopeful for both of their careers. I'd love to see them reunite some point down the road with the Lakers because I don't ever want Kyle Kuzma to leave, but I would like to see Lonzo back at some point. So that's my opinion. Like I said, I have to take the L. I know most people will be like, what the hell is wrong with you? I hear myself saying that, but that's just what I saw. I mean, it's just what I saw. I really, really saw better synergy between Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma than I did between LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma. So going forward, we'll see how that works. And plus, remember, they're both forwards. Even though LeBron James is playing point guard, technically Kyle Kuzma and LeBron James play the same position. One of them is going to have to pay the small forward or the center for the other to play power forward. So that's something to think about. Not a big deal. It's a positionless game today, but it is what it is. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. Please forgive me for shaking the screen. Got the jitterbugs today with these hands, but hopefully you guys understood what I had to say. And thanks for watching. That's all I got. Peace, y'all. BDF.